बहुत सी मुख्य बातें हैं जो इसे अन्य प्रमोचक रॉकेटों से अलग बनाती हैं। यह लघु उपग्रहों को निचली कक्षा में स्थापित करने की सबसे कम लागत और क्रांतिक तकनीक का प्रयोग कर रहा है तथा इसका प्रदर्शन करने वाला है। इसे कम से कम समय में तथा कम लागत में तैयार किया जा सकता है, ऐसा इसे बनाया गया है।
The SSLV design has emphasized integration and test simplicity. It is an effective solution for those payloads that were hitherto launched as secondary payloads on medium launch vehicles. Small satellites have to ride share with bigger satellites or wait for a large enough group of small satellites going to a similar orbit. This results in small satellites being placed in suboptimal orbits or waiting for launch schedules to align with larger launches, resulting in launch waiting times. The SSLV is an effective solution for such payloads.
भू स्थित ट्रैकिंग स्टेशंस निरंतर लॉन्च व्हीकल पर नजर बनाए रखते हैं। इसमें शार, बैंगलोर, त्रिवेंद्रम, पोर्ट ब्लेयर, सिंगापुर तथा यत्रगा स्थित ट्रैकिंग स्टेशंस की मदद ली जा रही है। अब आपके सामने एक कट एंड रेजर वीडियो है।
The Small Satellite Launch Vehicle, SSLV, is the latest launch vehicle designed and developed by ISRO to deliver single or multiple nano, micro and mini satellites up to 500 kilograms into 500 kilometer planar orbit. SSLV is a three-stage launch vehicle with all solid propulsion stages, and satellite insertion into the orbit is achieved through a liquid propulsion-based velocity trimming module. SSLV is 2 meters in diameter and a height of 34 meters with lift-off weight of around 120 tons. SSLV being the younger sibling of the legendary PSLV, GSLV and LVM-3 has inherited best of the qualities of these three. However, it also offers certain new technology elements considering the functional requirements of its job. 2 new solid motors, SS1 and SS3, are now added to ISRO's fleet of solid motors. SS1 motor is the third largest solid booster of ISRO, while SS3 motor is a new composite upper stage solid motor. SSLV vehicle is designed as a ready-to-transfer vehicle with standard interfaces for end-to-end industrial production. This flight of SSLV-D2 shall demonstrate the design payload capability of the vehicle in low Earth orbit as well as multi-orbit launching capability through restart of velocity trimming module. SSLV provides low-cost access to space with a flexibility in accommodating multiple satellites. It also offers low turnaround time, launch on demand feasibility, minimal launch infrastructure requirements. Small Satellite Launch Vehicle SSLV is deemed as the next workhorse rocket from ISRO, and it is expected to play a major role in the commercial small satellite launch services.
अभी अभी आपने SSLV-D2 का कर्टन रेजर वीडियो देखा। आपको प्रमोचक रॉकेट SSLV-D2 के बारे में कुछ जानकारी उपलब्ध करा देते हैं। SS1
minus 10 minutes.
यह प्रमोचक रॉकेट SSLV का प्रथम चरण है। वैसे तो SSLV त्रिचरणीय यान है, उसका प्रथम चरण SS1 है और इसके तीनों चरण SSLV के तीनों चरण ठोस नोदक पर आधारित चरण हैं। प्रथम चरण SS1 87 टन के ठोस नोदक से बना हुआ है। इसका व्यास 2 मीटर तथा ऊंचाई 22.5 मीटर की है। यह चरण 3 खंडों में बना हुआ है और कुल 2600 किलो न्यूटन का निर्वात प्रणोद उत्पन्न करने की क्षमता रखता है। द्वितीय चरण को SS2 कहा जाता है। यह भी ठोस नोदक पर आधारित चरण है जो कि PSLV के HPS3 चरण का व्युत्पन्न चरण है। SS2 और SS3 क्रमशः 7.7 तथा 4.5 टन के ठोस नोदक वाले चरण हैं। SS2 और SS3 के बाद ऊपर की ओर पेलोड फेयरिंग और पेलोड फेयरिंग के अंदर मल्टी पेलोड अडेप्टर है जहां उपग्रहों को रॉकेट के साथ संयोजित किया जाता है। इस यान का एक मुख्य तंत्र VTM है जो कि वेलोसिटी ट्रिमिंग मॉड्यूल कहलाता है, जो उपग्रहों को अंतःक्षेपण से पहले निश्चित गति तथा अभिवृत्ति प्रदान करेगा। इस तरह SSLV की कुल उत्थापन भार करीब 120 टन की होती है।
Let me now appraise the viewers about the flight events for SSLV-D2 EOS-07
Minus
mission.
8 minutes.
At T0, the first stage SS1 ignites and the launch vehicle lifts off. The nominal action time of SS1 is 115 seconds. The second stage SS2 ignites at 123.7 seconds into the flight, and the first stage separates from the ongoing launch vehicle 400 milliseconds later. This is called hot separation, wherein an upper stage ignites before the separation of a lower stage. In the meantime, the rocket would have crossed 100 kilometers altitude, and closed loop guidance is initiated at 131 seconds into the flight. The payload fairing separates at an altitude of 149 kilometers at 158 seconds into the flight. The second stage burns out after an action time of 124 seconds, having carried the rocket to 281 kilometers altitude and 341 kilometers downrange. After a coasting of 138 seconds, the second stage also separates. The third stage ignites 10 seconds later and operates for 104 seconds. Maximum relative velocity gain takes place during the regime of SS3. The relative velocity changes from 3.3 kilometers per second to 7.2 kilometers per second. After the burnout of SS3, the coasting lasts for 177 seconds. The payload is more or less in the orbital altitude by now. The velocity trimming module fires nominally for 7 seconds and imparts the velocity and attitude for the injection of satellites.
Flight coefficient loading started.
The prime satellite EOS-07 is injected at an altitude of 450.7 kilometers after a flight duration of 13 minutes from the launch. 95 seconds later, Janus 1 separation takes place. 20 seconds thereafter, Azadisat 2 separates. We are about 5 minutes from the launch.
minus 5 minutes.
ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस सुचारू रूप से जारी है। अब हम 5 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं प्रमोशन से।
She confirms data from all radars.
इस प्रमोचक यान में कई नई तकनीकों का प्रयोग किया जा रहा है। इसमें बूस्टर सेगमेंट्स को ड्राई जॉइंट की मदद से एकीकृत किया गया है। पायरो सर्किट्स को और सरल बनाया गया है। सेपरेशन सिस्टम को मॉड्यूलर बनाया गया है ताकि इसका उत्पादन सरल तथा कम समय में किया जा सके। अनेक उपग्रहों के समावेश के लिए मल्टी पेलोड एडेप्टर लगे हुए हैं। नेविगेशन विद इंडियन कॉन्स्टलेशन नाविक के साथ मैम सेंसर का उपयोग नेविगेशन गाइडेंस और कंट्रोल के लिए किया जा रहा है। डिजिटल कंट्रोल सिस्टम का प्रयोग कर दिशा नियंत्रण तथा संशोधन तंत्र लगाए गए हैं। इसमें पायरो इग्निशन के लिए सुपर कैपेसिटर का भी प्रयोग किया जा रहा है।
Pyro and wall battery on.
The weather is fine and we are expecting the launch 3 minutes 30 seconds from now.
Onboard computer in flight mode.
minus 3 minutes.
You're watching the visuals from the launch pad.
SSLV-D1 D2 सुसज्ज है प्रथम प्रमोशन मंच पे अपने प्रमोशन के लिए। मौसम पूरी तरह अनुकूल, वायु गति भी पूरी तरह अनुकूल है प्रमोशन के लिए।
minus 2 minutes.
एटीसी तथा मौसम विभाग से अनुमति ली जा चुकी है प्रमोशन के लिए। अब हम उड़ान से 1.5 मिनट की दूरी पर सर्वप्रथम SS1 स्टेज का इग्निशन होगा।
About 1 minute remaining.
Minus 1 minute.
Distract start sound.
Minus 55 seconds. Minus 50 seconds.
All sequences armed.
Minus 45 seconds. Minus 40 seconds. Minus 35 seconds. Minus 30 seconds.
Real-time programs activated.
Minus 25 seconds. Minus 20 seconds. Minus 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Beautiful launch of SSLV-D2 US-07
Normal 5
on a
seconds.
bright sunny morning.
Event tracking.
प्रज्वलन और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन SSLV-D2 प्रमोचक यान का अपनी उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर SSLV-D2 US-7 मिशन.
We have confirmation from the Range Operations Director of the normal performance of Stage 1, which means close to 2,600 kilonewtons thrust. 87 tons of solid propellant burns for 115 seconds.
भारत के आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव को दर्शाता भारत का एक और महत्वपूर्ण मिशन दिन के उजाले में दूर तक दिखाई दे रहा है. बहुत से दर्शक आंखों देखा अनुभव लेने यहाँ उपस्थित हुए हैं. ये अपने आप में एक अविस्मरणीय अनुभव होता है. सभी की धड़कनें तेज.
Short is in main auto.
Plus 1 minute.
Apart from the launch-based radars, telemetry and tracking stations at Shar, Bangalore, Trivandrum are currently tracking.
जैसे जैसे यान ऊपर जा रहा है हम देख रहे हैं इसके सभी तंत्र सामान्य निष्पादन कर रहे हैं और यान निर्धारित दिशा की ओर अपने आप को निरंतरित करता हुआ आगे जा रहा है.
The flex module of stage is imparting the pitch and yaw control functions, whereas the roll control is by fin tip control.
यान अपेक्षित पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ.
On your TV screens, the simulation of the flight, the separation of SS1 will follow the ignition of second stage.
कुछ ही क्षणों में द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन हो प्रथम चरण को पृथक कर दिया जाएगा.
Second stage ignited. First stage separated. 2C separated.
द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है और प्रथम चरण को सफलतापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया गया है.
The second stage of the rocket has commenced its operation and the first stage has been
Stage
separated.
performance normal.
Burn time for SS2 is 124 seconds. This rocket stage with carbon fiber motor case contains 7.7 tons of HTPB based solid propellant.
ऊष्मा कवच को पृथक कर दिया गया है. अब हम प्रमोचन से 177 सेकंड की दूरी पर आ चुके हैं. अभी ऊंचाई 182 किलोमीटर है तथा सापेक्ष गति 2.6 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड.
The closed loop initiated and the payload fairing has the
Normal.
SS2 चरण का प्रज्वलन पूर्ण होने के पश्चात 140 सेकंड का कोस्ट फेज शुरू होगा. इस कोस्ट फेज में बिना किसी प्रज्वलन के प्राप्त संवेग से यान 423 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त करेगा.
Shar, Bangalore continue to track. Trivandrum and Port Blair stations have started to acquire
द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन काल समाप्त हो गया है तथा कोस्ट फेज जारी है.
Vehicle is in combined hosting and performance is normal.
of 100 seconds, the SS2 will separate 200 seconds after SS2 altitude meters per second city.
वर्तमान में शार, बेंगलोर, त्रिवेंद्रम तथा पोर्ट ब्लेयर स्थित भू ट्रैकिंग स्टेशंस यान कर ट्रैकिंग कर हम तक आंकड़े उपलब्ध करा ऐसे नेतभागों का प्रयोग कर रहा है जो कि माइक्रो सैटेलाइट बस से सुसंगत और भावी उपग्रहों के लिए उपयोगी नवीन तकनीकों का प्रदर्शन करेंगे। इसमें मिलीमीटर वेव ह्यूमिडिटी साउंडर तथा स्पेक्ट्रम मॉनिटरिंग जैसे पेलोड लगे हुए हैं।
+6 minutes.
EOS-7 का कुल भार 156 kg है तथा इसका कार्यकाल 1 साल का निर्धारित किया गया है। कुछ ही क्षणों में द्वितीय चरण को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा तथा तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा।
Stage separated.
The third stage SS3
Stage ignited.
has commenced its operation.
जी हाँ, तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है। यह भी करीब 104 सेकंड तक चलकर शांत हो जाएगा। उसके बाद पोस्ट फेज की शुरुआत होगी।
Normal.
+7 minutes.
तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन सामान्य।
HTPB based solid propellant with a loading of 4.5 tons produces a vacuum thrust of 160 kilonewtons. The stage burns for 104 seconds. The current altitude is 449 kilometers.
इस चरण के अंत तक हम 450 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई तथा 7.24 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की सापेक्ष गति प्राप्त कर चुके होंगे।
+8 minutes.
वर्तमान में हम 480 सेकंड आगे आ चुके हैं प्रमोशन से। यान की ऊंचाई 453 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 6.9 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड।
Third stage action completed.
तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन काल समाप्त हो चुका है तथा कोस्ट फेज जारी है।
Presently, the third stage has completed its operation
Vehicle performance normal.
but has not yet been separated. It is a coast phase along with the spent stage mass, velocity trimming module and the satellites. The duration of coast phase is designed according to the mission requirements, considering the altitude to be reached and velocity to be attained at the time of injection. In the meantime, let me tell you about the satellites taking a ride in this mission. The primary satellite for this mission, EOS-07, is a microsatellite weighing 156 kg, accommodating new technology payloads, millimeter wave humidity sounder and spectrum monitoring payload. These new technologies, when proven, will be implemented in future operational satellites. The co-passenger satellite Janus-1 from USA is a technology demonstrator smart satellite mission based on Antares software platform. Janus-1 demonstrates modular bus and multi-tenant payloads with onboard edge computing programmable smart EPS, SX band SDR,
Vehicle performance normal.
secure TNC and digital twinning with SaaS platform. Azadi Sat 2 is a satellite made by space radio communications, measure radiation levels in space, and demonstrate expandable satellite structure.
अभी यान का कोस्ट फेज जारी है। यान पूरी तरीके से निर्धारित पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ अपनी उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर बढ़ रहा है। इस यान में आजादी सेट एक क्यूब सेट है जिसका भार 8 केजी है। इसे 75 फेम्टो एक्सपेरिमेंट्स के लिए विभिन्न नित भार हैं।
plus 11
इन नित
minutes.
भारों को स्पेस किड्स इंडिया द्वारा एकीकृत किया गया है। इसमें UHF, VHF फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड ट्रांसपॉन्डर्स लगे हुए हैं जो कि ध्वनि तथा डेटा दोनों के प्रेषण में सक्षम हैं।
Stage separated.
तृतीय चरण को पृथक कर दिया गया है।
Velocity trimming module ignited.
यह अंतिम तंत्र वेलोसिटी ट्रिमिंग मॉड्यूल यह यान को अंतिम अभिवृत्ति तथा गति प्रदान करेगा।
The velocity trimming module has ignited and is currently imparting correct orbital parameters for the spacecraft.
सर्वप्रथम हम देखेंगे EOS-7 का अंतःक्षेपण।
Velocity trimming module thrust cutoff.
plus 12 minutes.
Satellite injection is the next awaited event.
Satellite injection conditions are achieved.
अंतःक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त की जा चुकी हैं। कुछ ही क्षणों में EOS-7 का अंतःक्षेपण निर्धारित कक्षा में किया जाएगा।
The nominal time of 785 seconds past the launch is scheduled for the prime satellite EOS-07 for injection.
निर्धारित क्रमानुसार EOS-7 प्रथम अंतःक्षेपित होगा, उसके बाद Janus-1, फिर अंत में आजादी Sat-2।
EOS-07 satellite separated.
मुख्य उपग्रह EOS-7 का सफलतापूर्वक अंतःक्षेपण कर दिया गया है।
There we have the confirmation of the prime satellite EOS-07 separating from the launch vehicle. As per the mission objectives, 2 more satellites awaiting their separation.
नए प्रमोचक यान का प्रदर्शन करता हुआ SSLV-D2
Janus-1 22.5 kg satellite from USA next to be separated.
उचित अभिवृत्ति प्राप्त करता हुआ यान
plus 15 minutes.
Janus-1 satellite separated.
Janus-1 के अंतःक्षेपण की पुष्टि की जा चुकी है। उसे सफलतापूर्वक उसकी निर्धारित कक्षा में स्थापित किया जा चुका है।
Janus 1 has also been separated,
Third is satellite
and
2 separated.
here we have Azadi Sat 2 separation also.
SSLV-D2 EOS-07 mission accomplished, handing over to mission director.
सभी को बहुत शुभकामनाएं। मिशन इस तरीके से पूरा हुआ।
SSLV-D2 EOS-07 mission has been fully accomplished.
With the successful launch of SSLV-D2 EOS-07 mission, ISRO now has a new credible member in its launch vehicle family. Congratulations to Team ISRO. We are signing off from the commentary box. Do continue to join us for the address by Secretary DOS Chairman ISRO.
शुभ दिन। नमस्कार।
Satellite director. Ravi. So congratulations, the space community of India. So we have a new launch vehicle, small satellite launch vehicle SSLV. In its second attempt today, SSLV-D2 has placed the EOS-07 satellite in its intended orbit very accurately. Along with the EOS-07, two more satellites were also placed in the required orbit, Janus 1 through NSIL and from the Antares, and Azadi Sat through InSpace realized by the space kits. So congratulations to all three satellite teams for making the satellites as well as placing in the right orbit, and I wish all the very best to the rest of the operations of the satellite for accomplishing their mission goals. Probably all of you are aware that SSLV had its maiden flight, SSLV-D1, and we had a narrow miss of placing the satellite in the orbit because of a shortfall in velocity. And I'm very happy to report that we have analyzed the problems faced in the SSLV-D1, identified the corrective actions, implemented in a very fast pace, qualified all of those new systems, went through large amount of simulations and studies to ensure that the vehicle will become success this time. I am very happy to see that the really intended model of the vehicle has been executed in reality in flight. So we have also a good news that the orbit achieved by the vehicle today, using its very novel, cost-effective and very innovative guidance and navigation system, is exceedingly good. We were targeting to put it in a 450-kilometer orbit. We have very close apogee and perigee, as well as inclination is very small, error only. And this also shows that the new model of the vehicle navigation system and electronics that we incorporate in SSLV is doing very well. Before I speak further, I would like to introduce very important people who have worked behind the scenes to make this mission success. First and foremost is the mission director of SSLV, Sri S. Vinod, who is a veteran of the PSLV era, who has taken this task of developing this vehicle along with a small team of people. I think they have toiled for the first mission as well as second mission. Now I will hand over to him to talk about the vehicle, and also then to the project director of the satellite, EOS-07, Sri Ravichandra Babu, will speak after that. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Let me first say good morning, ISRO, and good morning, India. It's a momentous occasion for us. It's a proud occasion for ISRO that we have now a new launch vehicle to be offered to the launch vehicle community. It all began in 2018, a journey which started in 2018 and reached its intended destination today. The journey which has traversed through its nascent phase of configuration, realization, fabrication, testing, analysis, and finally it even had to overcome the COVID phase. It reached the launch pad last year and we had the maiden flight in August, 7th August. As mentioned by Chairman, we had a small anomaly observed in that and we couldn't put the satellites in the intended orbit. But detailed analysis further by a number of teams was carried out and we were able to pinpoint the problem in the system and we had to overcome that, and I would like to say that we overcame that, and in the shortest period of 5 months we have come back. In the shortest period of 5 months we had to realize 5 new hardwares, a new separation system. In addition to that, we have to make modification to the navigation and the guidance scheme and also carry out a lot of testing to make the system robust. Today, we could accomplish with this launch the laid objective of SSLV, that's to have a low cost, low turnaround time satellite which can offer launch on demand. This would not have been possible but for the effort of a number of people. I think the entire ISRO has worked for us. The launch vehicle team in VSSC, the navigation team in IASU, the propulsion team in liquid propulsion team in LPSC. We had the range team and also the ISRO team and also the satellite team jiving with us to realize this happen. I thank all of them for the tremendous support they have offered to us. And of course, we derive our confidence from our review mechanism. There have been a lot of review mechanism, and starting from the design review, the configuration review, then the post-flight review, the post-test analysis, all those things, the review mechanism has helped us, and I today acknowledge the rigorous review conducted by all the review committee and thank them for the support. I also thank the management which had shown confidence in the relatively new small team to realize this new launch vehicle for ISRO in the shortest period which is possible. Especially a chairman, Sri Somnath, who is the main architect of the vehicle, and he is considered as the system engineer for this. And he has been the main support for us, always helping out in all the conditions, and so that we are able to resolve all our issues and come back on track. Thank you very much, sir, for the support you have offered to us. I would like to thank the satellite team also led by Sri Ravichandra Babu. They also made the satellite in the shortest possible time with innovative technology, and they were able to jive with our launch. And I would also thank the confidence shown by ENSIL and InSpace for assigning 2 more passenger payload to us in the development phase itself. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the family members of ISRO for the support and the motivation they give to us, which makes us to do things like this. And on a personal note, I would like to thank my wife, Smita, who also helped me in my situation of a medical emergency for the past 3 months. She has been supporting me mentally and physically. So as a last, I would say that we would be coming back soon with the next launch of SSLV to make ISRO as well as the nation proud. Jai Hind.
Respected Chairman ISRO, Center Directors, all the dignitaries present online and offline, all my senior colleagues and friends, very good morning to all. EOS-07 satellite, it's really unique in terms of the requirement to the completion of satellite and handing over to vehicle. All happened in a so fast track mode. Within 4 to 5 months, we have realized the complete thing. In fact, the requirements has come as early as September 22, where the ongoing mission was already going on, but the teams were common to both. Still, we have assimilated all the configuration essentials required, and we are looking for best of the payloads to make an opportunity to fly in this mission. Keeping the heritage systems of mainframe intact without changing much, we were looking for the payloads. SAC Ahmedabad has come up with a few payloads. We have done a thorough analysis, system level analysis, and finally we could identify two of the best payloads which are giving very good input for the future operational missions. So in addition to that, two more payloads got added. All the onboard experiments were unique in its nature, and these are going to be really fruitful in terms of giving inputs for the future operational missions in terms of radar monitoring, the signal monitoring from the aircrafts, then the humidity profile generation, S-band interference with terrestrial network, and even one of the instrument gives best advantage for the acceleration in the next SPEDX mission also. Really, it wouldn't have been possible without the involvement of the hard work of all the team members and the review committees. Though it was in a fast track mode, we have not turned any stone unturned for the reviews purpose also, and the performance is seen today. And satellite is already in orbit. I thank SSLV team for putting it in the right orbit, and already the mission team has taken over the mantle. Solar panels have deployed and the power generation has started, and the initiation of the procedures to stabilize the satellite is on, and we will complete the mission life with the best performance. Thank you one and all.